Vi behöver det här rörligt.
We're back here in Latvia, and we've just done a thorough inspection and gone through all the documentation of the plane, both commercial and technical. It is all in order, and we've drawn up a purchasing contract, a bill of sales, etc., all ready for our signatures as soon as a couple of details have been done with, namely test flying and transfer of the funds to consolidate the deal. If you haven't seen the previous episodes of this series, I will try to put a link up in the corner right now. The first part of that, the test flying, is about to take place. Juris is going to take us up one by one to have a feel for the machine and to do some flying of our own. When this is done, we will go back to the hotel for a powwow and we will make the final decision together if we're going to purchase the plane or not. It is 8 p.m. and the rain has gone away temporarily and we expect some showers still, but then it will clear up completely. Up here in the north we have flying conditions up until 11 p.m. this time of year. Pretty cool, huh?
Tänkte på det. Han landar inte rakt. Nej, så ja, har ni studsat en gång också? Det gjorde vi en bana. Den känns
inte jättebra för en sån här kärra.
Nej.
Gräs är en klar fördel.
Ja. Ska vi se om det blir någon ändring på det.
So that was terribly horrible.
Fun.
Look at that smile. We spent the night at the hotel and used the evening to look over everything that we have learned about the plane, its state, its history, and the information provided by the owner and the Bristol factory. Everything did check out, and we decided to go ahead and buy the plane and complete the deal. Based on this, the plan for day 2 was to start to get tapped in on the plane in order to get it back to Sweden and to go to the bank to do the money transfer. This should of course be a mere formality, since we had the money in the same Swedish bank as the seller's company was using. So for the tap-in, the seller had graciously included this in the deal, and we're going to get it done by the firm hand of Le General, who is running a flight school at the Adasi airport. But it was to be done in between other clients on his schedule, and so we started the day with waiting. This is the General doing some touch and go training with a client. The weather took a turn for the worse, so we got to wait a little bit more. One unfortunate circumstance was that Lasse's dad has gotten ill the day we left for Latvia, and he had taken a turn for the worse. So Lasse decided to take off for Sweden directly after the bank, leaving me and Micke to get typed for the plane and to get it home. I was chosen to be the designated pilot, so I really had to get cracking to learn how to fly the plane. Being cold, bored and curious, we went into the hangar and started inspecting whatever was there. This was a dynamic with a very, very shiny spinner that we liked. That took our fancy for a bit, waiting for the General. And over here, this is a She-22, which is a corvette, Russian light flying boat. Made in Russia, manufactured in Russia, designed in Russia. This particular one has flipped over in the water from landing with the gear out. Hard to get spare parts for the Russian motors, so it's stationary here in the hangar. Here are some Delta wings that are very actively used here at the club. And over here there's a Cessna 172 from the 60s. And here is a Zenith kit plane from Poland originally, this case, and it's very yellow. Yeah. What is this? I really love the aluminum work. It looks really cool. Look at that. I really don't know what it is. So it was finally time for us to meet the General. It turns out that he is not only an ex-military MiG pilot who is now running this flight school, but he also used to be lead test pilot for Paragon. And has a hobby flying advanced formation aerobatics in jets with the Baltic Bees.
Some figures, yeah?
Yep.
Descending to 500 feet,
500, yeah.
climbing to cloud base, 2 or 3 times. After I show you our circuit, or pattern, and make procedure.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. Wow. Yeah, before startup, make procedure. Control always equipment, it's good. Yeah.
Yes.
Key
Down.
and master switch on.
Both?
Yeah, off. Master switch on.
Got it.
Yeah. Fuel pump off. Yeah, and check instrument Yes. And engine instrument. No? Before takeoff. And if you say in cabin navigation lights.
This one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Or is it the one side?
No, it's navigation light. It's this one. Yeah. Go. Okay.
We can check things out.
Yeah.
Speed is 0.
Yes. Okay. Brake. This one and where is the parking brake?
Here.
Yeah, you can. Yes.
Then
Okay.
it just stop there, right?
Yeah. And make startup.
Start up.
Yeah.
He told me to do a couple of laps without
Yeah.
magnetic.
Clear prop. Clear prop. Contact. Yes.
All right, take me off. So now I'm left alone here at the airport, and yeah, it's the guys are actually over at the bank to do the paperwork and to transfer the money, so that this baby actually can be ours. This is feels totally super great, and we're then in Latvia at the moment, and it's. An interesting country, absolutely. You can clearly see it's from the old Eastern Bloc, and which is okay. People are super nice. COVID is still very present. Mouth protection in all the hotels and all the restaurants, etc. But yeah, we are soon the proud owners of this baby here. Personally, I think she's a beauty. Pretty, huh? So the noise is coming from that dude over there. He's servicing some kind of engine over there. Late afternoon this Friday, I got the first news that things might not go as we planned. The news from the bank crew was that the Swedish bank SEB did not live up to the promises they had given us in the weeks previous to this trip. We were told that it would be no problem at all to make an appointment at one of their Latvian offices and to finalize the deal. Well, this was certainly not the case, and they refused to do the money transfer. They screwed us royally, and since it was a Friday afternoon, we were fucked for sure. Meantime, I was stuck at the airport without means for transportation and really depressed. A local Russian guy cheered me up with some fancy driving with his helicopter. I had a couple of more lessons in the afternoon and was looking forward to meeting up with Micke to make new plans. Lasse left for the airport to get back to see to his dad. Man, this was turning into a true nightmare for sure. So, walking down a lonesome path here in Latvia. It ended up being a big problem for us to get the money over here. It seems like there's been a lot of black money traveling over the borders, and the financial control in this country is ridiculous. On top of that, we actually got the wrong information from our bank, which is the same bank as our seller has in Latvia. And given that the same bank, we thought that it was quite all right. We could just transfer the money between accounts because we have legit money, of course, in Sweden. But it turned out not to be that easy, and we spent Friday just negotiating and trying to figure it out, and just ended up in a wall of red tape and bureaucracy. So we'll just have to go back to Sweden without our airplane, with a boring Baltic airline, and then solve the money issue in Sweden during the next week. And hopefully me and Michael can shoot over here and get the plane home. That is, if we can get a Latvian pilot to be a goalkeeper and sit next to one of us. Well, to be continued. Right now it's a working day at this airfield, and they are toiling away really well. They're painting the threshold, etc., and the lines on the runway, and all the lines and everything on the ground for the hangar, and yeah, basically doing maintenance and painting stuff and making stuff pretty. Probably going to be some acrobatics going on in a little bit. And there's one crew building a fence over here. So here's a beauty.
that engine is much more civilized.
Men, jag tror det var ganska många hjältar. Det hade varit lite tufft att fullfölja den loopen där. Från den höjden.
Ja, det blir någon landning.
Och så ner 3 punkter, det är snyggt.
In the end, this turned out to be an okay day. We got to see how general aviation should be, starting with the positive effort from the complete community in the flying school. The base looked bright and new when they had spent 4 hours cleaning and painting. Then so many great planes started to turn up. The pits, the extra, a complete swarm of RVs, and all piloted by really competent pilots. And in between all of this, we managed to get in enough flying for me with the general, so I got cleared to fly the Bristol NG5 by myself. At least that was something to bring home when the plane isn't coming with us. He was gone there for a while. Okay, so now it's Sunday morning. I think I'm gonna solo on the Bristol today and be cleared for flying it by myself. And I look forward to that, of course. Then we have the freaking problem with the banks, and that SCB bank, they really screwed us over. That was so annoying. If they just could open their mouths and tell us what to do, then we would do it and everything would be fine. But it seems like they don't even know. And as soon as it looks like something is not 100% according to their wishes that particular day, then No, let's wait a couple of days so we can think about this a little bit. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Can you tell? So anyway, we're going back home today, this evening, and we're gonna have to solve the money problem during the week, and then we'll head back on Friday and get the plane flown over to Sweden, and then we can fly it ourselves whenever we want, which is what we want. So anyway, more flying today, and that makes it a great day. And it is beautiful here. It looks a lot like in Sweden. Lots of trees, lots of forest, close to the water. Yeah, nice. See ya. So now I've done my last type rating lesson here in Latvia, and it went so-so. It's a really hard airplane for engine failure. Basically what the instructor told me is that make sure that you have engine failure on really high altitude, because when you go gear down, it's well, it's like a rock more or less, but it's possible to save, but you don't have so much time to find a good field to land on. So sorry about the noise. Got the TACNAM ready for a lesson here, and this is probably goodbye. Yankelima India Oscar for now, but auf Wiedersehen. So back in Stockholm, which is kind of awesome, but without an airplane, not as awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here, and I'll see you in the next video. We will get that freaking airplane. See ya. Bye-bye. The first chapter of our last chapter